And I don't know if you remember it, it's a 2006 action thriller with Samuel L. Jackson, famous for his line about him really wanting to get the snakes off of his plane. He said it a lot better than that. I'm paraphrasing, of course.
I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
There was some hype about it coming out just because it was just like, it's just such a simple action movie idea. It's just snakes on a plane. And they decided, you know what, let's cash in on this. And they wrote, filmed, edited, and went straight to video. And they actually released this knockoff movie before the actual movie was released. So technically, this movie is the original. Maybe I'll do like a little deep dive. Alright, so the story starts and it's like a love story. And at least it looks like it, but it's not a love story because they're like brother or sister, they're related or something. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish, right? And this dude is carrying her all across the desert, and honestly, it's like he never skipped leg day. This dude is strong. So then the sun goes down and he starts to get tired, and he decides to set her down by this car in what looks to be a set. You know, where they dump a bunch of sand and all this. It's clearly a set. I think she's got a curse or something, and this curse makes her produce like jello gummy worms like out of her mouth. I don't know. It's like some snake curse that makes her make snakes. I'm not really sure. But then, you know, this dude, I call him Mr. Potty Mouth, because this dude shows up and everything he said has a curse in it.
Didn't I tell you Chingata jungle f***s no fires?
It's like way too much. It's over the top.
You wanna f*** with me?
It's so much that you notice it immediately.
Listen, I don't say things for shits and giggles.
Alright, so the snake goes up Mr. Potty Mouth's leg and gives him a big old bite. Now, it's a tiny snake, but it's like big bite. So, I don't know, it like poisons him or something. He coughs up blood. I don't even know. It just kills him instantly. Okay, so then she tries to get up on the train, and then there's this dude, and he won't let her on, but then they like talk him into it out of like sympathy. You shouldn't let a sick lady like that on this train. Like, if someone's like that, you just don't let them on the train. But then I guess it's like a cartel guy. Like, there's some dude who's in charge of things. It tells him, like, you know, it costs like, what, I don't know, like $25 or something, $20 to get through. And she doesn't have American money. She pulls out some booby money, and it is wet.
They have to pay.
She got some booby money. It is just sopping wet to a degree that, like, honestly, it's hilarious. I've never seen wet money like that. It's so wet. He turns it down because he wants American money. Someone pulls out dry American money.
That's enough.
It's some dry money. And the dude doesn't want it. Why is he so suspicious? He doesn't want it. It's not wet. Like, it feels like he wants his money wet. And I don't know why, but he likes wet money. You don't know. You see, down in Mexico, it's a sign of respect to have wet money. Then he turns and he looks, and she's like super sick. He sees she's super sick, and he goes, "You don't look so good."
You don't look well.
It's so obvious that it's rude. Anyway. So then you got the tickets please guy, which is one of my favorite dude. He has a nice mustache, and he goes around asking people for their tickets, and at one point he even says, "Tickets please."
Tickets, please?
And I got so excited, you know, because he said the thing. I'm so glad I'm not watching this by myself.
Tickets, please?
He said it! He said it! There's various passengers. They show this one guy, and it looks like he's got makeup. He's clearly got lipstick and these big, beautiful giraffe eyes. It has like these eyelashes that go on for days. It's so distracting for me. I don't know. I felt like no one was acknowledging the fact that he's dolled up. You put a wig on him and a dress, it's some kind of RuPaul. Either way, some stoner kids come on, and then they're all goofballs. They're the lovable goofballs, I guess, like a bit of a Timon and Pumbaa character. He calls them a vagina, which I thought was a fun insult.
Dude, Coop, man, why you gotta be such a vagina?
But I expected that storyline is going to evolve, but I feel like they're just set up there to die later. Then this other dude comes on, and he's like, I don't know, he seems to be like a bad guy for some reason. At least they want us to think, because every time he's on screen, they have this ominous music. The ominous music guy, you gotta watch out. Then the last character comes in, and it's a cowboy right off the bat, right? He's like some cowboy dude, and he looks like, he's going to cause some trouble. You don't know if he's going to be the hero who saves everyone, or he's just going to be a troublemaker. The main dude, he keeps blowing this smoke medicine into the lady's face, like almost to like help her. The smoke just kind of barely goes in. This dude's taking more of the medicine than she is. And then later at one point, he just stops giving her any medicine at all. He just starts huffing it himself. Hilarious to me. He starts speaking English. They stop speaking Spanish, and, they're on some kind of Duolingo streak or something. So then some dude walks up, and he says he wants the drugs, right? He wants these drugs from him, but he doesn't realize that this is like snake smoke or whatever. They get into a fight, and then two other dudes show up. This dude does a pocket sand thing, gets him right in the eyes, blinds him. He cages up the other two, ties it with this flimsy little rope, and he covers the rope with this slime. He fights the eye guy back and forth, and the dude looks like Wile E. Coyote with like all this stuff. But they do this like obvious foreshadowing, where they show the tracks, and then they show the fight, and then they show the tracks, and then they show the fight. It goes back and forth. It's like a little over the top. They're just really hitting that nice rule of three. But then the dude falls in the tracks, right? They cut to some things like this dude sleeping on a bag of cotton candy. That's not really explained, but I like that. The makeup dude, he gets bored, and then he starts talking with the alone girl, and then she offers him some brownies. I thought it was drugs, but apparently it's just brownies. Looks like some store-bought brownies, but like, it's strange because there's no milk. She doesn't offer milk. He doesn't like seem like he wants milk. No, like it's just unbelievable. You're gonna be on a train. It's a long-term situation. You got no liquid, no milk. You're gonna be sharing brownies. Doesn't even make sense. That's mean. It's like they offer you the brownie. You say, yeah. As soon as you take the bite, you're gonna go, that might have been a mistake. So these two are sharing brownies, and they're flirting about their divorces or whatever. And I'm waiting for her to mention this like makeup. Like the fact that he's all glammed up, but she never does, and it kind of bothers me. Then it cuts to the little girl from a family, and she goes to brush her teeth, and she leaves her toothbrush like directly on the sink, and it's disgusting. It's not even just any sink. It's the most disgusting sink you've ever seen in your life. And she just sets it like right on it, just bam, like it's not even a thing, it's disturbing. There's a lot of disturbing things in this movie, and I gotta say, that is one of them. She sees a snake on the floor. She goes to tell her mom, but she says it in this way, like she sounds like a liar.
You have to brush your teeth, Lonnie, every night.
But there was a snake in the bathroom.
A snake?
And her mom doesn't believe her. They wake up the dad, who's like totally a junkie or whatever.
Is it too much to ask that I get some sleep?
And he doesn't believe her. And he says the line, "There's no snakes on a train."
There are no snakes on a train.
And then just goes back to sleep. And when he rolls over, they show his ass for like no reason at all. The mom looks and she doesn't see a snake, right? She thinks the kid's a liar.
So where did you see it, honey?
On the floor.
On the floor.
It only proves like a reputation of lying for this little girl.
See, honey, no snakes.
I start to feel bad for her, but then the snake pops through the toilet paper. I just like to imagine that there's a snake handler and he's shoving the snake through the thing to get the shot. I don't know. Then we go back to the lady and snakes keep coming out of this lady's face. Like they're crawling all over around and like the dude's collecting them. He's like picking them up and putting them in jars. I start to think the dude is selling snakes. Like this is like how he makes a living. Like this is his hustle. He's like a snake salesman, a door-to-door snake salesman. The bad guys are in the cages and they're watching, and then he starts trash talking, and he says the line, "Your mother's smells like carpet cleaner."
It smells like carpet cleaner.
Which gets me, because that's like really clean. Like that's a clean thing. You'd think it would be something like really dirty. It smells like the fish market or dirt. It smells like dirt. Anyway, we get some inside lore about the snake lady's love story. You see, her family wanted her to marry someone else, but then she left with the main guy, and her family didn't like it. Didn't like the main guy. She wanted to marry somebody else. Family cursed her with snakes. Gave her a snake curse or something. I don't know. That was it. And then we move on. Right? She starts convulsing and swelling up. Her neck swells up with snakes. It's ridiculous. We're abruptly thrust immediately into the next scene, and it's very calm. There's two women, and one immediately reveals that the other woman is a whore.
I kind of did a bad thing. Who'd you sleep with?
The loose lady, you see, she's smuggling drugs on the train. She wants some extra money, and they go kind of back and forth. Doesn't seem like a good idea. Then it goes back to the snake lady. She's full of snakes, like totally full of snakes, like a snake piñata. The movie should be called Snakes and a Lady. It should be called Snakes and a Lady on a Train. They have a conversation about taking her to a hospital, and the dude says, nah, she has snakes. No doctor will take her.
She has snakes. There's no doctor who will see this.
Which is a very good point. She starts ripping her face off, like I guess like a snake shedding its skin. Like she's becoming a snake, which really doesn't make sense to me because like she has snakes and then she's becoming a snake. It's not like you have a baby and then you become a baby. Then we cut to this dude peer pressuring another guy into doing these drugs, you know, and the dude is like halfway eating a sandwich, and it's like you're halfway through eating a sandwich. It's not the time for drugs. You just let the man finish his sandwich, you know, okay. Snakes start crawling inside of their skin. It's nuts. No, pull it out, no! No one's there to pull it out! Right? The main guy comes in and he's like doing a spell or praying, and he puts his hands together and then he puts his hands inside of the dude. Oh! He just shoved his hands inside of him. He put his hands inside of that man. He pulls out his heart like a cheeseburger or something. It's completely unnecessary. That looks like a cheeseburger. Then they cut to the loose drug lady, and she places this brick of drugs down, like a whole kilo of cocaine. That's when the cowboy spots her out, right? He follows his nose. He's up to no good. He clearly has bad intent, all right? The girls sit down for coffee, and then the snakebite dude just shows up out of nowhere, just spitting blood up, and everyone is so relatively chill about it, it's scary, right? But then this is my favorite scene in the movie, right? While everyone is distracted, the main dude steals a sandwich and sneaks away. It's absolute cinema. And at this point, you'd think that they would have gotten up or something, but nah, they're still chilling. And the cowboy dude shows up, and he tells those drug mule ladies that he's the DEA or something, shows them some, like, badge, like some X-Files kind of. Then he takes the loose lady off alone to talk. Put a pin in that, because we're going to get back to that one. But we cut over to another unnecessary scene with that pretty boy and the divorcee. They're flirting still, right? But Snakebite guy comes through now with Ticket Please guy, and honestly, I have no idea who gets this close to somebody who looks like that. He looks like a zombie. It's like, honestly, I don't know what, like, he's got no training. It's ridiculous. Like, Ticket Please guy should stick to tickets and leave the medical stuff to the medical people. He gets freaked out. He gets on the phone with somebody, and you could tell by the cinematic angles that everything is going upside down from here. Then they cut back to the snake pinata lady, and she looks ridiculous with this cloth wrapped around her head vertically like some old movie character with like a toothache. Main dude shows up and he's like, what is this? What do you do? And he immediately takes the wrapping off. I thought that was hilarious. It was unnecessary, but it made me laugh. Cut to the DEA dude, and he's now with this loose mule lady, and he's totally taking advantage of her. Wrinkle was there to censor any of the boobies or the nudity and all that because, you know, we got to stay safe from all the titillating visuals that were taking place. Luckily, no slips. Everything went smoothly, right? But then ominous music guy shows up and he saves the day. He puts a gun to the dude's head and says, back up now, buddy. And he goes, takes him off. Lady's like, oh my. And then you cut to the Tickets Please guy, and he's there getting spit up with the snake jello with the other dude. And it's like, whoa, they have like this moment. Then the conductor is smoking crack, which, like, I have no idea. And then the main dude shows up, and this might be the worst line read I have ever heard.
This train must not stop. Wrong.
It's all worth it just for that one scene. Then we go back to the normal passengers. They start finding snakes one by one, but they're just like these cute little ball pythons. They're not even like threatening at all, but everybody is like scared. It doesn't make any sense. The Tickets Please guy starts calling for help in the most strange way possible.
We have a runaway train. We have a runaway train. Runaway train. I repeat, we have a runaway train.
Then we go back to the ominous music guy, and he's making, like, the cowboy take his shirt off or something.
Take off the fucking shirt.
I'm not taking off my fucking shirt.
Hoover, take off your fucking shirt.
It's kind of weird. I'm not even going to try to explain it, but he shoots him in the head, but it only grazes his cheek, and it's clearly not, like, a direct hit in the head. But, like, ominous music dude is, like, totally fine with it and walks away as if, like, that's all you got to do. Now, I don't know what it is, but it's, like, the worst prosthetic I've ever seen. It looks like one of those dogs that ate a bee. You ever seen that? It looks, it's silly. Right, so then ominous music guy walks away, and then I don't know, to like these random two people, he points the gun at them. I don't know what he wants. Maybe he wants their shirt, because he's like all about the shirts. I don't know what it is. But then the cowboy shoots him in the back. He turns around, and then it's the most awkward back and forth duel, like two noobs in Fortnite. You just got to see it. My favorite part is when the sound effect gets weird. And then on the last gunshot, they don't even bother for like a muzzle flare special effect. It doesn't even look like the gun's firing. Then it's back to the family and that junkie dad. And the junkie dad's just dead. He's like snakes all over. They're all screaming. But it's just like a ball python just chilling. And they're all just like overreacting. It's just like a little love noodle. It's just chilling. It's ambiance. Then we cut to main dude, and he's just bagging snakes. He's bagging snakes like a professional. But then we cut back randomly to the little girl, and she gets eaten up by that snake whole. That snake eats her. Then we go back to the main dude. He's still bagging snakes. He's bagging the snakes. He's bagging these snakes. I don't know what he's doing. He's walking around with a bag of snakes like he's Santa Claus, like he's Santa Snake, like he's snake to Claus. That's when this big albino anaconda Britney Spears looking snake shows up, and the tensions grow, but then that was it. It was just for that one shot, and then it's just a weird cut back and forth visual with this dude like beating a snake, and then the snake-filled lady who's like becoming a snake, but then the way it's edited, it goes back and forth. It looks like he's beating her. It's so confusing, right? And then the snake lady starts putting the snakes in her mouth, and like the dude's chanting, and it's like that's where they came from. It's like the snakes in the mouth isn't a problem. What do you? And she's not even eating them. She's just playing with them, and then this dude's just going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs or whatever's going on. And then the snake lady grows these fangs and then just eats the main dude. That's the end of the main dude. Like, his entire life and all the decisions he made led up to that one moment, and it just seems kind of sad, right? Hate to see him go. Suddenly, the snake lady is full-on snake. She's totally snake. She's huge. She gets so big, she gets out of the train and on top of the train, and then before you know, she's bigger than the train. She is the train. Then she gets off the train and then starts eating the train. She just starts eating the whole train. I don't even know what's going on at this point. Why would a snake eat a train? There's no nutritional value. Like, that would kill a snake if you ate a train. It doesn't even make sense. But everyone is all scared because, again, whatever. For whatever reason, the snake is going to eat the train. That's on the snake. But if you're in the train, that's going to be bad on you. So they all go and they head for the caboose, right? They all try to escape out the caboose. They're scurrying out the caboose. And it's just terrible, like CGI or like editing or whatever, but it looks awful. It looks like the worst thing I've ever seen. Then, when everybody's off the train and the snake finishes eating the train, then the dude grabs like an amulet or something. He starts making some prayer or doing a spell or something, and then a glowing tornado comes down from the clouds and sucks up the snake, just furiously takes it up into the sky, and then suddenly it's a beautiful day. And everyone just kind of stands up and dusts themselves off. One of them starts walking, and then the lady's like, "Where are you going?" And then he's like, "L.A."
Where are you going?
Los Angeles.
And then they all just like walk down the track, and it fades to black. The end. That's the movie. That's the movie. I don't know what I learned. I don't know what the takeaway from this is. I don't know how to feel. All I know is that I'm glad it's over. I watch it, so you don't have to. But if you want to watch it, feel free to join us on Bad Movie Nights on Twitch, Wrinkle the Duck. And I think we have replays on for members here. So join the flock, and you can watch the replays of movie nights. So you can join our Discord for free, link down in the description. So join our flock, and we'll see you next time.
Like and subscribe.